Oh, welcome everybody to an Andrew Steddle podcast special. Only murders discussed on this podcast. No real murders. No real murders. Just only only murders in this building. Murders. You know the show. Steve Martin, Martin Short, and all that. Whoa! Henry's here. Oh, you're back. No Seb. Oh
Only
well,
only
he's on the
fake
case.
murders. fake characters
Yep.
getting stabbed. Well, actually not
YouTube.
getting shot in the face.
YouTube. Don't take us down. We're not actually murdering anyone. But today we're just. Oh no. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say like YouTube intern, please listen to the first minute at least. Just know this is not real. Like we didn't kill anyone.
It's sad that we have to say that. We are discussing episode 3 of Only Murders in the Building. How well do you know your neighbors? Now, I want a preference, as I do in each episode. We are discussing the details of this episode and past episodes. No future events, so please, there will be spoilers for this episode. Watch along. If you haven't, if you've already watched the show, great, you're awesome. Let's keep going. So we start in great little old 2005. I'm assuming this is when The Lion King was out because you'll get that reference if you're watching the show, clearly. We start with a flashback. Oliver is pitching Splash, the musical. Well, we'll get into that. I don't want to say yet, but we'll get into that. It's established the musical is already happening in a production. But Oliver he just wants a little bit more on the set, He just wants a little bit more going on, He's got more ideas he's pitching. It's basically he's pitching to a room full of investors who have clearly already invested money as they've told him, Oliver, you're $4 million over budget, which made me go,
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. Y'all gave him $4 million and he wants more?
That's what I said. It's like, sir, like
4 million. 4 million. Gosh, even Hamilton shouldn't cost this much. What the fuck?
yeah.
But he's pitching a stage idea where there's a pier high above the stage, and a pool built directly below. Which can we talk about how ridiculous this sounds? Nobody would clear this in real life.
It sounds extremely complicated, and as we will come up later, what I was thinking about was exactly the problem that actually happened. It's like, oh,
The safety code violation should have said no, no, don't allow this to happen. No. This doesn't need to happen. But Oliver persists as they kind of think it's ridiculous, but they're like, you know what? He's talking some sense. He's got some confidence.
yes,
He's
yeah,
got this.
you talking. I like the way you're talking. You have to get this. You're talking about you got this beautiful woman, and oh, I live in this building. I live 4 floors above you. Like I'm the man. Give me some money. It's like,
Yeah, he basically is like, hey, there's this beautiful woman, which she thankfully says the whole time, hell no, you're not getting, no, not happening. She reassures Oliver multiple times. Oh no, that's not happening. Even though in the he thought he was sneaky there. He was like, and we get married, and she's like, no, this is not happening. But I appreciate your confidence. It's not happening. But yes, as he tells Teddy, remember when I was off, off, off Broadway? No, and you guys mustered up some money for me. Like, this was I'm blanking on what the hell is the name of it. I don't know. Like this is a low stage show. Now we're talking about the big leagues here, man. This stage, it's gonna be worth it. And you know what? It works. They're like, well, all right, let's pop some wine. Let's
mm,
just like, huh? This can't go any wrong, can it? Well, it doesn't matter. We don't get the answer quite yet. They just,
yeah.
yep, cut theme music. Oh, I wonder if this will
Credits.
come up later. I wonder why we're getting a flashback.
Oof.
But no matter, no matter. After the intro, Mabel, she's drawing, Bunny on the wall with some black chalk. I'm like, huh. So I guess nobody can hear you. This is not realistic, but no, can't question it. No, it's comedy. I'm gonna let that slide. Okay. She's drawing other people as well who are the suspects on the wall, all that good stuff. Ah, but Charles is doing the intro as he usually does. How well do you know your neighbors? Can they kill you? Can they murder you? Basically, that's the gist of it. As he's playing, I guess it's an actual instrument apparently, a concordion, a version of an accordion. It's very expensive. I looked it up after I was done with this. It goes for about $300. So wow, Charles spent some good money on that. Oliver lets it known real quick. He's like, you can cut that short, bro.
This ain't a wedding in Scotland. Like,
He's just like dissing him hardcore. Like, man, I don't want to sound like I'm in the Hobbits. Come on, man.
yeah.
what? What's wrong with this, man? But no
Oh,
matter, they continue, they discuss, the bullshit, whatever, what's going on, yada yada yada. They have their own little discussion. But then they ask the age-old question: Is it a text? Is it a call?
phone call.
Which one? And I'll ask you this, Henry: Is it a text? Is it a call? In
It's
general,
it's a text because the phone call. He's right. It's like you get a phone call, it's just like, oh God, it's just like, why are you calling me? Like, is this gonna be like a minute? This is gonna be like 10. Is this gonna be like an hour? You don't want the awkward where it's like, all right, like I'm gonna let you go, but I got something to do, but I don't want to hang up the phone. But I don't want. It's like just shoot the text.
and they basically kind of acknowledge they don't really know what the actual technical answer is because they stare at each other for a second and they're like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was,
But Oliver suggests, just send her a text. You know, call scare them. Which is like, first of all, what do you mean by them? Second, I'm taking that too far, but okay, all right,
so
that's a little weird.
those millennials. I can't, even though they mean Gen Zers, they always get us confused.
Yes, they're very confused throughout this episode, as we'll learn about all this stuff. But yeah, he then gives us this very interesting casual text. I will read it verbatim. Dear Mabel, or greetings, Mabel. Oh, wait, hold on. That's the question Charles asks. Look at me, I'm pulling a Charles. That's what he asks Oliver.
Oh yeah.
He's like, no. That's, no. That's no. But yes, I'm leaving something out before we get to the actual text. Oliver gets some more gut milk, he gets that,
Oh.
which I found out the guesses that I got found in the Reddit community is this is a little jab at muscle milk, but then also
Mm-hmm.
the tagline of got milk, gut milk. They're
Yeah.
doing a little sneaky reference there. I'm assuming this is what it is. They've not said what it is, but Ursula's like, you're basically gonna keep buying this shit. I'm gonna tell you shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh, this is the final shipment, right? She's like, no, this is the first of
uh,
many. It's
no,
like, oh no.
no, you're gonna keep buying this shit like it's cookies at the cookie dough factory. But yeah, she basically is like, keep buying this shit. Oh yeah, Bunny says you got 24 hours or we're gonna shut off your power and wire.
Bunny needs her money, honey.
Gotta get Bunny her money on it. Just such a quotable line. I was like, Jesus, I gotta write that down right now. But I know now, finally, Charles has found his perfect text, which I felt a little weird about this.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna say
no.
it. Aloha, Mabel, which I immediately said, I'm sorry. Did you
What?
mean to say hola? Because Charles, what? I mean,
Oh, oh no.
you're technically right, but like, I don't know, man. That comes off wrong. Why are you
It's like
saying that, man?
it's like we're not in Hawaii. Like we're like I don't know. Yeah, Devin was like, "Why'd you pick that one out of all of them? Like, you didn't do howdy or something. Hi, hello. Like,
Yeah, I thought about this the second time around. Like, do you not understand that that could be considered like racist or bad? But okay, I'm gonna let that go. We're heading to apartment, which he should have said the apartment, but old people texting incorrectly. Even my Google Docs was like, "You sure that's what you want to say?" To go over suspects in the God, this grammar's killing me. In the death of Tim Kono, but he's bothering to use proper grammar as far as everything else. I hope you can join. Space best Charles Hayden Christian or Charles Hayden Savage.
mm,
Well, he left out the Christian in there. Ooh, switch page. Mabel gets a kick out of this though, so I guess she's not too offended or anything. So, oh
yeah,
well. I guess we're just overthinking it. She's just like kind of giggling a little about it. So okay, all right. She seems to not be too mad at Charles anymore now all of a sudden, which is interesting
mm,
to note.
yeah.
Mabel then tells Charles he didn't need to sign his text. I know it's you.
Yeah, because I know it's you.
The only time, I'll be honest with you, the only time I sign anything, and I've had to start doing this recently, I'll put at the top in like that. If you're driving, don't open this. I've had to start doing that because people will open up to me. Oh, I'm driving, so like, do you need? I'm like, I'm sorry. Why'd you open it?
I can't
Don't
help
open
it.
the text. Don't open the text. Keep driving. Okay. Stay safe out there. This is turned into a PSA for don't text and drive. I don't
Yeah,
know why
don't
I'm
text
doing
the
this.
chat.
Oh well.
Or you get pulled over.
Or die.
Yeah, or
Possible.
die. Well, I mean, same thing.
But, either or.
Yeah, cops getting pulled over, dying, same thing.
Yeah, we're just so the podcast listeners know we're a cab in here. Just so you know, just for the audience to know before we continue. But scone. He keeps saying scone instead of C, which was funny. I gotta admit that was funny. He kept like going, no, no, damn it, I meant see you later. God damn it, no scone. God damn. So I guess Mabel forgives him. She keeps laughing at it, so But we get into our iconic shot of them all staring at the clipboard. Which, if you ever click on this show you started, this is always the shot that you see in the little beginning for the little ad break on Hulu. Like boop boop boop. They're just staring at it,
Like,
pondering what's going on this clipboard. Which this really well organized clipboard of like evidence that they're
it
staring.
was.
They got like pictures going on, and immediately
So, selfie.
I was like, selfies? Which Charles does explain it. He's like, well, kind of had to do it, Nobody was going to consent to me taking a picture of them, so, I snuck a picture of them, which I'm like, Charles, if anybody finds that, that's super illegal. I know you're in a public place, but that's not quite how that works, as
and,
far as I
and
know.
and you were in the photo.
So, so first of all, you've already outed yourself that you're the one with the camera. So if somebody finds that, oh boy, man, that's hope that's not going to come up later. Oh boy, I wonder if that could be used against you, Charles, for anything at all. But yeah, they even ask like, Charles, why'd you do that? Oh yes, so we can use this as evidence, That way, they didn't suspect that. Like, okay, all right, Charles, it's weird, but all right, okay, you got the pictures of the people of our suspects, all right. But why is Sting there? Oh, I just wanted a picture with him.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, I guess he's not a suspect, so we're just gonna scoot him over there.
Mhm.
Charles, then implies, oh, we should find out, who isn't the killer. We should, try and guess who the killer is. They all point out, Charles, we're kind of investigating to find out who the killer is. So how the fuck are we supposed to know who the killer is? God damn it!
It's too many people. It's like what? It's-
But apparently Charles wants just really, really hellbent on this tie-dye guy. Tie-dye guy, man. Tie-dye guy. I don't know, man. He's like, well, he was going up there.
Those colors, it just makes me mad.
That could be perceived so many ways, right?
Exactly.
I mean, Charles was practically being a Karen for a minute there. He's like, I don't know, man. That tie-dye guy. I don't know. He's looking suspicious.
Exactly.
But it's a murder mystery. We'll let it slide. He's in the right mind though. He's like, why was he going up though towards Tim's room though? That's a little suspicious. During the alarm, that's a little weird. But they're like, whatever. Even Mabel's like, well, I don't know. Maybe that was Tim's fiance.
Yeah. Like,
We don't know. Maybe that was a chick. Which fair point. Mabel brings up like, I mean, that could be a chick. We don't know. We never saw this person.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we don't know who tie-dye guy is. Tie-dye person. Like we don't know who this is.
But Oliver says they just need one lead as we get into this amazing sequence of
I love this. I love this part. Like
the lineup, but not the traditional police lineup. It's the lineup of Broadway play. Everybody's in line, and Oliver, one by one, is negotiating every suspect in a very interesting way, and the only way he knows by telling them to get to the back of the line.
Oh my god!
God, it was.
It was like the puns, like people just acting ridiculous. It was just great. I love this part.
Oh my god, it is such a well done scene. Very funny, very well done. And the fact that everybody's even playing along. Even the needy therapist is like,
Oh yeah,
I'm a needy therapist, and Oliver immediately is like, all right, get out of here. Which does beg the question: is this just Oliver perceiving these people this way, or?
I think it is.
I think so. Because
Yeah.
why would Mabel? Why would Bunny even be like, I'm gonna sing and dance?
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, there's no way I see Bonnie doing that. Like,
Just a lot of exaggerations in here, but it's a fun little segment. Basically the gist of it is he all tells them all, get to the back of the line, get to the back. Oh no, there, Howard. Though you stay right there. I don't know. I don't trust you with your little cat scenario. You seem a little too upset. You're getting a little bit of too much attention from everybody in this scenario. Everybody seems to be crying about your little cat over Tim Kono there. I don't know. Suspicious, are we? Yeah.
dropping cat puns and shit. Like, I don't. It's like,
I know it was a very furry situation. I know. Right?
oh god.
All right, that's the podcast. All right, see you later, folks. But yes, we now have our possible suspect, Howard. We have a motive. Evelyn was there, so
And she was.
I wonder.
He killed the cat and then killed himself.
That could make it wonder: did Tim Kono kill the cat, or did curiosity kill the cat? All right, I'm done with puns. The pun meter's done. We're over. But yes, that is our possible suspect because Howard knows that Tim had a gun. Plus, the cat was in the room. So they plan to interrogate him. I'm going to use that loosely during this whole segment. Interrogate him to admit murdering Tim, which is like, first of all, hold on. So you want to get him to admit that he murdered Tim. So wait, y'all are not afraid to go to the murder if you know that's. All right, I'm just asking too many questions. All right, no, go ahead. Dude, that's not a smart idea. Don't bring any kind of weapon with you, but okay. But Oliver decides to visit Teddy. Yeah, from earlier, he's like, Teddy, how you doing, buddy? And Teddy's like, all right, what do you need? Come on in.
Yeah.
Let's go. But before we can even find out, Charles and Mia will go to interrogate Howard. And Charles is apparently going to take the lead, and Mabel doesn't seem to like that. She's like, sure about that one, buddy. I
Yeah.
don't know about that one. But on their way up, Charles gets his flirt on, a little. He's like talking to the bassoonist. He's like,
Hmm.
oh, was that you I heard earlier? Which I'm to assume that's the instrument we heard in the first episode, the bassoon.
Hmm.
Like, shut the door. He's like, I don't hear that shit. But yeah, Charles lets it know to Mabel. She's first chair. Eh?
She's like dating you, and he was just like, eh. He's like, dang, like not bad
Yeah.
attitude.
Yeah, Charles is like, eh. But we all know he's just a little bit interested. He was a little too into
Hmm.
that conversation. I don't
I
know. The
know.
difference between Mabel and him in that conversation was like, huh? Because even Charles is like, is my nose bleeding? She's like, no, why? Never mind. I'm not gonna explain it.
Not till later.
No, we're not gonna get to that quite yet. But Oliver is doing his little thing again, where he's like, hey guys, I need money. Huh?
$32,000.
Which this is a very interesting scene because Teddy is like, all right, well, because you're a friend, I'm not going to kick you out right away, but we're going to go ahead and get the broom in a minute after you tell me how much money you need so I can go, oh, fuck no. But Teddy immediately lets it know, like, Oliver, you realize how many musicals you made me turn down? Les Mis? Fucking goddamn Les Mis? Mamma Mia, for Christ's sake, which is really not that great, but sorry, Alba fans.
But it can still make money.
And Hamilton, of course, which, well, the less we say, better. I don't want to. I no, please,
It's
no,
all about the money.
no, no,
Who cares if
please,
it's good? If I can wipe
no.
my ass with a gold sheet.
I'm scared to admit that I actually like some of the music from that. No, no, please. I know Lynn's done wrong, but no, please. I don't know everything yet. Please, fans, no. All right. Oh God. But Teddy's like, all right, you gotta go. You gotta go, man. Gotta go, man. You gotta go. But Theo comes in the room, which is, you know, we learned his son Theo was deaf, which I found out the actor is in real life as well, which is a very cool little neat thing to see. The actual actor communicating with him through sign language. That was really the little joke they did towards that.
Yes, I appreciated the joke a lot because I did laugh a lot at that because it was just like, well, I mean, it's accurate. She's like, hey, is he gonna go? It's like, you need to hide the dip. You need to hide the
You need to
hummus.
hide the dip, hide that
And it was
shit.
just like, I mean, that's fair. I mean, it's true. Like,
It's just so funny that Oliver's like, well, I don't know. So I'm gonna assume you said it. You could have said fuck off for all I know.
yeah.
But yeah, he's like, you should invest in my podcast. And Teddy's like, nah. He's basically like, there's a door. See you later, buddy.
Yeah. Come talk to me
Goodbye.
when it's not gonna cost me any money.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give you a couple G's for that. See you later. But Charles and Mabel interrogate Howard about his dead cat Evelyn, and it's very clear that Howard's not taking it so well. He is leaving fur from the cat in there, which is like,
Yeah.
Oh, thank God you're not allergic, man, because you'd be dead right now.
Yeah. All the fur, all leaving out the toys, leaving out the food and water and stuff. I'm
Like,
like,
Jesus, man.
you
Christ.
gonna get ants.
I think he needs to see that therapist, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I mean, we know one who takes Venmo.
Like, well, goddamn, man. Therapist. I just want to know why hasn't he seen the therapist? Does the therapist like charge a lot of money or something? Jesus, man.
No, he can
But yeah,
afford it.
Howard's like, yeah, well, that's the sad reality of therapy. Many people want it, but they're like, all right, that'll be $1,000 an hour. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and not do that. But yes. Howard, this furry little guy, he's like, wish I was dead, man. And Charles and Mabel push him like, so like, would you kill for how mad you are or what, buddy? You know. And Howard's like,
What?
um, what? I mean, Charles even goes to one point like, yes, look at the cat on the wall. Is she beautiful? And he's like, oh no, that was the other one. But isn't it so beautiful? It's almost as if you could murder or you're being recorded.
I was like, what? He repeated it again. I was like, what?
What? But we do learn that, you know, Tim, Howard knew a little bit of information. Tim lost a big client, so he lost his job. Yeah. It's almost as if Charles would kill for this information.
uh,
And the fun meter's back.
uh,
But Charles gets a little nervous. He's been talking to this guy a little too long. He's like, what the fuck? Why is there blood? What the fuck? And Howard's like, what the hell?
oof.
He's out. Mabel's like, what the fuck just happened? God damn it.
Get the
Go get,
ice.
what? Go get ice. So Charles runs. Oh my. There's a cat in here. Move him. Oopsies. I broke the leg. Uh-oh. But he goes ahead and just takes it.
Yeah, I was like, it's like,
Well, I'm going to keep that. Which, okay. All right. Odd detail there, Charles, but okay. Let me go ahead and just take it. Grab this like stereotypical, like, which I don't even know anybody that has like this bag of like weird thing of I always see old movies with this, but have you even seen anybody with that like weird ice pack with a circle around it?
no, you either make it your own ice pack with some ice in a baggie, or you get the little hard, you know, ones that are like in the plastic, the little plastic casing. Like you never see those ones. You see,
I swear to God, this is the like first time in years I've ever seen this. I was like, all right, I'm gonna let it slide. This is supposed to be like this show is supposed to be a big tribute to the older generation, little. So fine, I'll let that slide. Whatever, but Howard's like, oh yeah, I fainted the sight of blood. The sight of blood. Oh, so that would stop you from killing anybody, right? I mean, yeah, but like, why are you wording it that way?
Oh yeah.
No, no reason. No reason.
Just clearly articulating it just to myself. I just want to
But yes,
clarify.
we end the scene. They end the possibility of Howard being the killer because he couldn't have possibly killed anybody if he faints at the sight of blood. Which actually, I've looked into that. That's not fully true. There are plenty of killers that actually faint at the sight of blood. They just cover their face. So that's kind of a plot hole, but whatever.
Mm.
These guys are amateurs, so I'm going to assume they didn't know that kind of research.
It's like, well, we'll take you at your word.
You know, but even then, Mabel is kind of like, oh, he's innocent. And Charles, though, he's kind of more on my side. He's like, you really believe that, though? Really? But we cut to Oliver playing the piano. He's drunk a lot of gut milk. Yes, looking like he's kind of looks like he's got a gut milk problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's his diet shifted a lot. It's shifted from dip and chips to gut milk. That's a very big shift. And his whole body doesn't know what to do with it. Maybe he's getting more protein. Maybe
He
the
might
gut
be. I
loss.
don't know.
It's
Who knows how much actual protein is in there? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's independently made. I don't know. So we gotta be careful here. Yeah, but Charles tells Maples, yes, I get anxiety and I don't like talking to people. So, I usually don't talk to people. The nose thing doesn't happen. But, when I do for long periods of time and, I get anxious, I bleed from my nose. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, I did look into that. That is somewhat of a real thing. So fair enough that they're actually showing this on film and all that. But, yeah, Charles thinks that, you know, Howard is acting because he can spot it a mile away. So, that's up to interpretation. We'll see. Is he off the grid? We don't know. Is he off it? I don't know. I don't know. But Oliver, he gets caught. Charles, after Mabel leaves him, Mabel's like, I'm out. I don't want to talk anymore. I'm gonna get my phone. I'm gonna do the young people thing.
yeah.
Get on the elevator. I'm done with this conversation. It's over. Oliver has his splash poster. Yes. Gets caught trying to sell it. So Charles talks him out of it. He's like, come on, man. You're awesome. I mean, you're crazy. You're kind of crazy, but, we need people like you. You got me, you know. Before that, Charles is like, what the hell are you selling that for? Oh, I'm Oliver. I can't afford it. I can't afford to live here. I gotta sell this shit.
Yeah. It's 5 to 10 G's. I'm like,
Which
5 to 10 G's.
I guess if it's like a flop, I don't know.
Cause you said it was like an original. It was like one of the original ones, which I can see. If it was like original and it's like hard to get, and there's probably some collector who's like, I have to get this. It's like there has to be some rich dude who's like, The Room is like the craziest movie ever, and I got the original poster and I paid like $5,000 for it. So I could see someone doing that.
I'm trying to think of who. Teal Tequila like used. I know this is the weirdest way to bring this the fuck up, but she like at one point was on like I think it was Etsy selling paintings for like $10,000, and people were actually buying them. And I was like,
Wow.
y'all are fucking nuts. If you're gonna buy this terrible looking ass art from a chick who thinks Nazis were good people, so which that's even skimming the surface on that. We could be here all day talking about that.
Yeah, she said a lot of stuff. A lot of
I stopped following it, but I stopped
yeah.
when she apparently believed Jesus was her savior and she was Christian. She was like, okay.
She said a lot more recent stuff recently that's just like
Oh, now I gotta look into this afterwards. Now you got me curious. Uh-oh. Conspiracy theory episode next week. But yes, Oliver then tells the grand tale of, well, you know how the merman took, I'm gonna say it, a splash on the floor.
Oh my god, this story was actually kind of horrifying because as he was saying it, I'm like, yeah, it failed, and one by one they took a dive, and I was just like, oh shit,
It's really
splat,
bad.
splat, and I'm like, don't stop saying splat,
Which is weird.
splat.
I thought he was saying that too, like splat, but apparently he's saying thwat. Thwat.
Mm.
According to the freaking subtitles while I was watching along. He's saying twat up at, which is not. That can't be true. Come on, Hulu. He's saying splat. Come on, give it the program. But yeah, that's a pretty dark story. The fact that we get this imagery of
I know.
people falling, and Oliver pulled the show must go on kind of thing, where he's
And
like,
that
well,
and that was the thing when he talked about the floor and the floor retracting, and that was the first thing I thought of. I'm like, what if your system fails? Like, is there any safety going on, or you have to stop the show? Like, is there like redundancy to make sure it drops? And obviously there was not. And it was like, oh, and I'm like, did anyone die? Like, someone break their neck? I was like,
well, that's even brought up because he's like, in the middle of it, did anybody die? Oh no. Which that's more of a question to me. Like, hold on a second. You're telling me these people
dove.
splat onto the floor and they didn't die?
Well,
What?
even that, like, he said they dove. I'm like, did anyone break their neck? Like, anyone's like, someone is still severely hurt from this.
Yeah, all 12 people apparently didn't die. They're all alive. As far as we know. But oh no, Oliver admits the big reason his son is mad from the first episode. He used his college fund. Oh no. So he lost the respect of his coworkers, his career, and the respect of his family. So now we finally understand why his son is very upset at him in the first episode. We have some more context from that conversation from earlier, why he was upset.
Which he
Just
should
a
be.
nice little thing to understand, Well, why was he so upset? That's why. That's a big reason.
Yeah. And asking him for money, like, you
On
ever ask
top of
me?
that,
Don't
ooh,
ever ask me for money ever in your life.
so this also implies, like, wait a minute, you asked him again after you've already taken his college fund? Ooh, ouchie, mama. Oh boy, that is not good. But Charles tells Oliver, hey man, listen, you're crazy. But look, you got me to do shit. You got me to go up there and steal a fucking cat leg, which, hold on a second. You kind of did that one on your own, but okay, you can go ahead and say he did that.
Which is thawed now. The cat leg is thawed.
He's like, the smell is new. Man, it's just so invigorating. Which I'm like, man, you're calling him crazy, but like, Charles, you're kind of acting a little crazy over here. You all right there, buddy? Getting too excited about this cat leg over here, Yeah. But Charles is like, finally, Oliver, man, I can help you pay for the podcast. Oh no, I don't want that. Are you sure? Well, okay, you owe me $4,000. Which is like, we knew Oliver was gonna say yeah, but he had to pretend like he didn't want the money. He's like, no, no,
Mm-hmm.
no, no,
Mm-hmm.
no, 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 no. But Oliver tells Charles, you know what? I won't take no for an answer. I'm gonna storm up to Teddy's room. I'm just gonna storm up there. But yeah, we cut to Mabel. We don't quite get to that yet. We cut to Mabel. She's going to Mr. Terez asking. This is implying it's Oscar's father, even though that's never actually said out loud. We're gonna assume so from the way
Yeah.
this conversation goes.
And it was the superintendent.
She's like, so is Oscar here? See, can you tell him I'm looking for him? I'm not gonna do that. I'm good. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But he's like, my son needs a fresh start. Don't come over here again. Mabel doesn't fight it or anything though. She's like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, all right. Which usually she fights for what she wants, but this time she's like, all right, well, shit, that didn't go well. All right, but we cut to Oliver over here. He's got wine glasses in his hand. He's like, hey Teddy, remember that drink you wanted from earlier that doesn't cost you $42,000? Well, I got it here for free. And Teddy is still not amused. He's like, uh-oh.
There you
I
go.
see you want the drink, but It's gonna still cost me money, isn't it? I like to say in my notes, Teddy is not amused.
He was not. I would be amused either. This guy would stop knocking on my door. Like, God damn it.
Like, God damn it. I meant like, let's get a drink later, not the same fucking day, dude.
Yeah.
You know, like, God damn it, man, calm down. But Oliver opens up to Teddy, like, man, don't you remember when I was like young? Um, Oliver, you were 50 in your 50s. But that's not the point. I was young, which begs the question: how old is Oliver here?
I
Is he
don't
like
know.
70?
I think so because he's like, because he said he was 58 when that happened. So
Which is
it's
like,
so it's probably yeah, he's probably in his late 60s.
just like, holy mackerel. And then Teddy over here is like, I don't know. We don't quite know how old Teddy is, but Teddy's like, judging Oliver, like, bro, you were old though. But I was young at spirit. But you see, Teddy, you believed in my confidence, even though I was nervous before. You believed in me then. Well, I believe in this podcast now, so please hear me out. So, all right, Oliver, come on in, let's go. All right. Ah, but we cut to Mabel putting on the jewelry from Tim's apartment, which I wonder why she's doing that. It's a little weird.
Because it makes her feel close to him.
I guess that's the implication. I had to stop and ask myself, this is a little weird, even the second time around. Why is she doing that? It's a little
Mm.
interesting, huh? But yes, Mabel finds a note with a date, time, and a place to be. What this means? What does this mean? I don't know. I don't know, but
Mm.
that's for a couple days. It's 31st. That's when it's out. It's 24th today. So we'll get back to that later. Oliver, he takes Winnie out for a walk. Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? I'll go with me. What's up? Uh-oh. Jumps in
Celebrity
the
Rock.
elevator. Gets in there. Who's there in there? Sting. That guy from the police. Oh, wait, hold on. For our audience here, this is the only police we support, just so you know. Not the
Yeah.
actual police. But yeah, Oliver, gets in there. He's clearly trying to talk to Sting. He's like, yes, I'm a fan of you. How are you doing, sir? Sting is not amused, but
No,
clearly a lot of people are not amused by Oliver.
no. It's like, get your dog away from me, please. Like,
I mean, I know that the scene is supposed to be like a commentary on celebrities being assholes to people, but to be fair in Sting's case, you kind of should make sure your dog's not like sniffing and licking on me. That's kind of,
yeah, because he
you know,
could potentially peel on him or do something, whatever. And it's like, yeah, just please just keep your dog to yourself.
like, yeah, it's just,
Unless,
yeah.
yeah, unless I'm like, okay, I want to pet your dog. But yeah, it's like, keep your dog in the corner.
Yeah, he's trying to act as if, Sting is interested in the dog. He's like, oh, that's just Winnie. Which Winnie is technically harmless. He's not like injuring Sting or anything, but
Yeah.
Sting clearly doesn't want to interact with Winnie. He's like,
Mm.
you're standing too close to me. Which obviously Oliver takes the chance to go, don't stand too close to Sting. Which is like,
I know.
all right.
When he's just like, whatever, bro.
Which of course Winnie's like, dog, bro, come on, man. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't listen to Sting. Calm down here. But Oliver asks Sting, did you know anything about Tim Kono? Are you suggesting I murdered him? Oh, no, 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 no. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. But they have this little conversation that really doesn't go anywhere because Sting is like, I'm having a bad day. Leave me alone. Oliver just, keeps
Keeps
pausing
talking.
himself. He's trying. He's trying. Like, you like dogs, Sting? No, I hate dogs. I have a dog. And I don't like my dog, which is like bringing up a better question. Wait, what? I'm sorry, you have a dog, but you hate your dog? Wait, what? Okay. That's interesting, Sting. I didn't know you had a dog, but you hate your dog. Okay, all right. But we cut to Charles playing his, basically his accordion, like, yes, I'm just vibing over here, He's just having a grand old time. Mabel is like,
And he's like, "You like it, right?" And she's like, "Is that what my face is saying?"
well, according to him, he's like, yeah, you were having a good time, and she's like, I don't think so. I don't think so. But Oliver jumps in. He's like, I want to announce our first episode is up. And the gang is like, what? You kind of should give us a heads up. That the podcast is. So wait a minute, hold on. This brings up a bigger question. So wait a minute, Oliver. Did you do all the editing? Did you
Exactly.
put in the sponsor? Wait, I have a bigger question.
Where did
Oh
you
no.
post this?
Oh no. Overthinking. No. We don't do that here.
It's
No.
like you can barely shoot some. You can barely text. You can barely do some other stuff, but you can edit and release a podcast.
Apparently, he knows where to get all this equipment. He's
You didn't lose the audio or nothing.
apparently not. We just find out that he knows how to do a podcast. Apparently, that's the only thing he knows how to do. I'm gonna put this phone right in front of you, but I don't know how to text, and I only eat hummus. So,
It got milk.
but Charles and Mabel, they're worried about him. So, I wonder if those 4 listeners are worried.
Is there any comments?
Yeah, but yeah, they're good. We'll go with that. They're good. They're good. Yeah, sure. They're good. They're good, Charles. Yeah, they're good. But yeah, Mabel and Charles, they're worried. They're worried about Oliver, as they should be. He's a little crazy. He's a little cuckoo, just a little bit. But to be fair, they're all little. They got their own things going on. So. But we cut to our final scene. Oliver, he finds a lead on the case. Oliver knows the killer is in the building. Or at least he thinks he has a lead. He's trying. You know. Oh no, but he gets to his door and finds a note in the podcast. Brian, you.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Which I wonder if we'll have to go back. Does that writing in that note from earlier? I wonder. I don't know. I don't know about
Oh,
that.
does it
Hmm.
match the one that Tim Kono had?
I don't know. Could Tim be murdering people? But we open the door. Winnie's on the floor with a poisoned bone, which is like, holy mackerel! Somebody went through a lot of effort to poison a dog. And Oliver has his possible lead, Sting of the police, which I was ready to go get my vinyl. I'm not going through that trouble. Yes, cut. Sting is our lead as he's closing out to a song that I'm not going to sing because I guarantee it'll get copyright striked if I even try to sing it. I guarantee it right now, and that's our episode. I think we've gone over anything. Is there anything you want to mention, Henry, that I didn't mention at all that you found?
One thing that stuck out to me was at least a theme in this episode was music, because you felt like music pops up a lot in terms of the musical. Charles playing his little miniature accordion, Sting coming up,
Yes.
and then the lady coming up with the bassoon and stuff like that. Like that kind of was throughout the episode, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I mean, I don't know if that means anything, but I just thought that was like very, very interesting. I didn't
I
notice that the first time.
I think that was more of a reference to having Oliver try and take charge, and also probably just a reference to the amount of
Yeah.
people that are actually in theatrical experience in this episode, since it's established in the intro that we're gonna get a little more information about Oliver here.
Hmm.
Obviously, the actor who plays, I'm blanking on his name. What is his name? Teddy. He was obviously in The Lion King and all that good stuff, which I hate that put his name in there. I hate that I keep forgetting his name. I always know him as like the musical guy. What the hell was the Producers? That's the remake that he did,
Hmm.
the Mel Brooks one. But yeah, no, this is a very music centered episode. That's definitely a good observation that I would say should be made. And what's this? We're gonna have to go on the case. We're gonna have to
Mm.
explore some more about the next episode here. Oh, so why don't you guys come back for episode 4 so we can together figure out who killed Tim Kono and who is our suspect?
Is it
Henry.
Howard?
Oh
Is it
no.
Sting?
I don't know.
Is it someone else? Is it the lady killing for real estate? This is
We
not a
don't
real
know.
estate podcast. As
So if
Oliver
if
said.
you'd like to buy a house in Illinois, please contact Andrew. I promise to not send you next to Kyle Rittenhouse. I promise.
And we accept Venmo.
It wakes up Venmo. All right, okay. I think it's time to end it. Henry, can anybody find you anywhere? Is there anywhere they can
No.
find you?
No,
Oh,
I'm hidden just like the only murderer in the building.
you'll just be in that building. You'll always be in that building after one. Oh, I'll be here in the Acornio, or I'm probably butchering that name, but I'll be in this apartment. I'll just be chilling here. You know, Seb should be back with us next week. So he was on a case. He was exploring for us. He's trying to study the case.
He's trying to find the mystery of tie dye guy. Also, he's going very deep dive. So I think next episode we might find out more about tie dye guy. He might come in and give us some extra information, and I think it's gonna be really good because I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure who's the killer yet.
You're
And
giving them a sneak preview. I see. You're telling them to come back next week. So you've already come here. You can watch my other Andrew Stittle podcasts that are separately on music, movies. I have a good selection there with my friend Alvaro in there. Me and him are going to do a podcast, pushing it to January. I know I said December in the past episodes, but January we're going to get into that. You know, Scratch that. Let's talk about this. Talk about music and all that stuff on there. But Andrew Stittle podcast over there, Andrew Stittle YouTube, Steady Medley on Facebook, music coming soon. And that's all for Only Murders discussed on this podcast.